Look at this beautiful plane. This is the Carenado Saab 340 or Saab S340, or would you say Saab and S340 or just Saab 340? I don't know. Anyway, it's Carenado. In the past, I've flown the Saab 340 by Leading Edge. I love that plane. It's a great plane. It's a study level aircraft, but I never could get it to work with my SciTech panels. There were a few other nuances that I couldn't figure out as well. This one today we're going to test with the SciTech panels, and we're going to see the difference. I know that they've got a lot. There's some big shoes to fill in this category, but we're happy to be trying it out. You can see the beautifully modeled GPU out there. Sphero 1848. You're saying 340B? Okay. Saab 340B. I did learn that the ICAO code is SF34. So, yeah. So you're saying the Leading Edge is S340A and Carenado is the S340B? I didn't know that there was a slight variation. I wonder what the difference is between those two. I might need to try the Leading Edge one again just because maybe it's working with the SciTech panels now. I haven't tried it for many moons, but last time I tried it didn't work. M9 Aviation, how are you? Skytramp is here. C206 Stationaire. Since you are not flying on FSC, now is a good time to press the disable button to stop it from trying to FSC. That is a good idea. I'm going to do that now. Let's click on disable. Oh, I think that worked. Good morning, B2. Grau Adler, yeah, Flyboy is he's doing better. He is doing better. So thank you for inquiring. He's had a rough time. Do you have to file a flight plan on Pilot Edge? Yes, you do. Yep, you do. In fact, Pilot Edge doesn't open up for 17 more minutes, so we won't file a flight plan until it opens up in 17 minutes or less. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Flight Advanced. Yeah, like I say, this is a brand new livery too that I just found. Of course, Northwest doesn't exist anymore, but we're doing a tribute flight. Looks like it's also operated by Masaba Airlines. So that's kind of cool. We are here at Salt Lake City, and I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. Maybe some of you have. We got to go pay tribute to Short Final Design, and we just want to thank them again for incorporating this into the mix. Yes. What is that, a globe? What is that for? Give me the emote. First person to give the emote wins snacks. Right there, baby. It's on the train at Salt Lake City. Right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Give me the emote. Puff MTD did it. Exclamation add 333 to Puff MTD. Already out of the gate, getting the mileage. Very honored to have the Global Sim Alliance forever immortalized into Salt Lake City's airport. Yes, yes, yes. The other thing too, some of you guys may not have seen it. Over here at the cargo area, take us to an In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, there's an In-N-Out Burger down that way I know of. Over here at the cargo area. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong airport. Never mind. There's an Easter egg. There's a couple Easter eggs at Albuquerque, but like I say, I'm very happy to have the Global Sim Alliance showing itself on the train. Now, the other thing about this train is these. I told Mr. X that I live in Salt Lake City, and so he had me go take some pictures at the airport, and this train is from a picture that I took. Super happy about that. I took pictures, all the different angles for the light rail. Super happy about that. Jack Winston is here. Yep. I'm doing well, Jack. How are you? What's on your agenda today, Jack? You'll be impressed if they show the KC-135s across the field. Let's take a quick look since we have a few moments before Pilot Edge opens. KC-135s. Let's see. I swear I saw KC-135s over here one day. You know what? I wonder if... Let's go here to graphics, general, or sorry, graphics, draw parked aircraft. Let's just quickly bring that up. Skid Rock is here. How you doing? You've been sick? Oh man. Yep, Flyboy's been sick. Yep, I'm glad you're feeling better. Iowa Scotsman, good morning. I do have live traffic going also, so real world traffic is floating around the airport. 13 minutes until Pilot Edge opens, so we will be taking a flight. If you look up at the very top banner here, the Project Fly banner, it's showing Salt Lake City to Kilo Sierra Golf Uniform, which is St. George, which is at the very southern border, the south border of Utah and Arizona. And there's a lot of golf going on there. You know what? I swear I had saw KC-135s over here before. I'm not showing any static aircraft right now. That's interesting. I am showing a lot of live traffic though. So maybe live traffic is taking over. You can see a bunch of planes here. Now these are real world flights that are taking off from Salt Lake City right now. So you got one that just came in from Fresno. It's right there parked. Yep. So we'll leave that on for now. Got a Southwest jet getting ready to go. We're over here at the E-gates. A lot of Delta E-jets and CRJs over this way. Ingve, how you doing? The Hornet practice is going well. I did a landing, some landing, learning about that E-bridge, etc. It was a lot of fun. Epic Nobody 26, how are you? I know. I thought the KC-135s were there, Prozac. I don't know what happened. Can I ask what liveries come with the Carenado Saab? They've got about, a dozen or so. This one I downloaded separately. So if you like the Northwest one, I'll post a link here. That's the Northwest Airlines one there. So anyway, we'll go inside. I did make a checklist for this one, but this will be the first flight on the stream for the Saab 340B from Carenado. We'll come up here. I did make two overheads. I made an upper overhead and a lower overhead. So we've got turn our batteries on, left and right. Turn the nav light on. Turn on the external power. External power coming on. And we'll also do the passenger side seatbelts. Avionics, left Avionics, ESS Avionics, right Avionics on. Salt Lake City is an airport IRL where it is really tough to anticipate. I have no idea what runway they'll depart you from. Last time I was there, they took us off from the Far East runway, which we didn't have programmed. Oh. The Far East would have been 17 or 35. Did you depart north or south? That is unusual for a Southwest plane to go all the way over to the east runway. You've been a passenger in an S340 a few times in Sweden. Very nice. D Money's 327. How are you doing? Yep, 17 pretty. Yep, that's usually the GA side. Yeah, or the BizJet side. All right, Avionics are on. Now, I did notice. Well, we got the GTN 750 live going on. At what point would you guys turn this on? I'm just going to show you guys over here. On the first officer side, we have this oxygen here. At what point would you pull that on? Would you wait till you're taxiing, or maybe even in climb out? I don't even know. I got to figure out the right place to turn that on. Spax is saying after takeoff. All right, we got to remember to do that after takeoff then. So oxygen off until after takeoff. You've landed 17 and 3.5. I've also departed both directions as well. Maybe they just put you as far away from everyone else as possible. It could be a good thing. You get to see that beautiful side of the airport. All right, very important in this Saab to do the gust lock release. Normally you'd probably wait till later, but I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way there. So now when you have that gust lock released, you have full movement. It's not windy here today, so I guess it's okay. You'll slap this emote down when you butter your landing. Nice. There you go. That looks like, you know what that kind of looks like? I've got a black background on my chat, Grau Adler. It looks like a guy snowboarding. Like he just did a big jump. And there's a guy on top of a snowboard, and he's like showing the bottom of the board on the black background. All right, well, I will try to grease it. No promises on the grease, but yeah. All right, let's close the let's get rid of the static elements. No doors are open right now. It's $39.95, Jack. Yep, $39.95. I would say watch the video and that'll help you decide. We're gonna bug up an altitude here. We haven't got our clearance yet, but we're gonna try for. Let's go flight level. What is the service ceiling for a Saab? We'll just go flight level 22. 220. We'll file 220. We may not get it, but. And also, we're going to probably get an altitude before this on the departure. That will be, climb and maintain, etc. It's a long taxi to 17, and we also have to stop, reprogram our FMC, conduct a new crew brief, run new takeoff data, and then run checklists again. Do you get that when you're, when you check in with ground? Or do you get that when you're still on the ramp that you're going to 17? Or is it when you go up to a stop 6 or stop 5 or something like that, then they say runway 17? Ceiling is flight level 24, but most operate around 16. Okay. Maybe we'll go for 20 then. Maybe 20 would be the way to go. Crimson Ghost. Yeah, it's like I say, I've been waiting for this one, so I'm excited. All right, altitude is set, but we haven't filed yet, so might not be our final altitude. We're going to set our baro. One thing I don't know if you can do or not in this plane is, and I don't think you can, and that is set your baro to 2 inches. I think is it going to be just in the hector, whatever it's called, hectopass, whatever. What's it called? I was into lurk mode. Have a good drive, Iowa. FPZ Steve, how are you? I kind of wish we had an option to change that. I'm almost thinking that in a Northwest livery, that would have maybe been in inches. I don't know. Hectopascals or something, yeah. So I am going to... Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I need to get Active Sky going here. So there's Active Sky. Kilo Pascal. Can someone give... Oh, say I can ask Alexa. Alexa, convert 2,992 to millibars.
Sorry, I'm not
Nope.
sure about that.
All right, so you guys can't see this screen, but we're departing Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. We're going to St. George, Kilo Sierra Golf Uniform. Maybe cruising at 200. And there we go. All right, so it's 2977. So I don't have this memorized offhand, but let's see. 29.97 into millibars. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good chart to have. I'm going to bookmark that. I'm just going to use this conversion chart. 2992 is 1013. Okay. 2977 happens to be oh, wow. Is it really 900 and 901? Well, 2976 they have listed, but they don't have 2977, which is funny. It's almost 2978 though. But that's interesting, that chart doesn't have it. So we'll go 90297. Actually, it is 2977 now. So it's probably about 900. Is it really 900? No, it can't be 900 because field elevation here is lower. Really? 900? No, that's not right. Because the airport elevation here, 2997. Oh, I'm looking at 27. You're right. You're right. Sorry about that. 2977 is 1008. Good call. Sorry, I was looking at 27. ASXP conditions doesn't show both. I haven't looked for it. I'm going to look for it right now. So 2977 is 1008. Thank you. And active sky conditions shows. Oh, it does. Thank you, B2. It shows 1008 as well as 2977. I didn't even think about that. I don't need that chart as much. All right, more coffee. All right, QNH is set. Let's come up here to the light panel, and we'll do beacon to on, right and left ignition, on, and actually, you know what? I think we're going to push back before we start up. Yeah, we're going to push back, which you can't do with the GPU. Well, I guess we'll operate on battery for a moment.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I guess I wonder if we're going to need the GPU for... Let's see how better pushback does with this.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
I don't know about you guys, but that was super loud. So we'll turn up the interior volume a little bit. And we'll do... I guess we'll turn back. We'll go back with no power. So we'll go off on these for now. We'll just push back dark. You could start right engine first, disconnect your GPU, then push back. I don't want to have the propeller spinning right now in this closed environment.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
That's got to be this volume. Yeah, we'll see how that does first.
Windshield strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Okay, release. Some are saying pushback won't work with this. Ah, well, this will be an interesting test, Puff. That's typically how it's done, starting right side first. Okay, that's good to know. When I'm not in a very condensed environment, I think I will. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys start a propeller in that with
Starting
all that
pushback, and you may start engine.
that close to the gate? I don't know. It looks like it's working. Todorico, speaking of the pushback devil himself. Todorico, how are you doing? We start talking about his famous plug-in, and he shows up. He's like, I smell pushback in use. I'm not having any problems with it, apparently, so. This is the Carenado. Yeah. Looks like I just waxed it. It does look a little bit different than when I first turned up the stream. I think the cloud cover is actually reflecting off of the livery, because when we didn't have the cloud cover, the livery was a much brighter red. So that's kind of interesting. But it's working. I wonder why people are having problems. Sledhead AK, how are you doing? I believe you're a new Snack Air pilot, is that, if I recall correctly. They say it just goes in a circle. I hope it works. Well, we're about to find out. You have many hours on the same model of the Electro tug. Very cool. Looks like it's working to me.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I'm excited that it works. Now, keep in mind, I don't think I'm on the latest version of Better Pushback, believe it or not. So I'm assuming that the later version is just as compatible as this one. I don't think there's any systemic changes between 046 or 45 and the latest. Gate F2 was used in the movie Dumb and Dumber. I didn't know that. Can you link a video?
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Yeah, Crimson Ghost, link it up. Can one of my mods give Crimson Ghost a permit? Let's just simulate that they dragged the GPU back out here to the ramp. And then we'll go battery on. Navigation light is still on. Beacon light is still on. External power is still on. Passenger signs are on. Avionics coming back on. Ignition's coming on. This is the AP88 class of bigger Electros. They make them capable of handling up to a 757. See, you wouldn't think that Electro would be able to handle a 7.5, but that's impressive. That's very impressive. Epic Nobody, I have a problem with my SciTech panels with that, but we'll see. I would say watch the flight today, and you can get kind of a feel for what you think. All right, after avionics around, we'll do left, right, and transfer bleeds. We'll reset that and go to auto. Open the cross valve, and we'll take the right bleed valve to auto. Like I say, our gust lock is already off. We won't program in anything on the flight plan until we get clearance. Altitude, we're not sure what we're going to get initially. QNH is set. Beacon is on. Ignitions are on. Let's go ahead and start the right one. Or should we start left? Do we start left or right first, guys? Could you turn up the sound a little? Would be nice to hear what it sounds like. Sure, you bet. See, Carenado menu. Okay, there's a little bit of sound. And by the way, Todorico, can you remind me what, which volume control does the better pushback voice? You're saying right, loyal Labrador? Left, since the GPU is on the right. Okay. Right there we got two answers, but I think the GPU answer may be correct. The BP voice is on radio, I believe. Okay, let me turn radio down. Okay, radio's down a little bit there. Alright, let's do left engine. Come down here. Oops. And we'll take that up to start. We'll monitor. Niet 72, it does. Yeah, it does look good. Okay. I do believe that's stabilized, so we'll go right now. Would you start the right and then disconnect the GPU, or would you disconnect the right first? Temp's going up. You disconnect the GPU first? Okay. Well, that would mean I'd have to put the left gen on first, huh? Let's go left reset and then on. And then I can turn the external power off. Let that engine stabilize. We always pull the GPU after engine start. Really? Okay. Could I show the liveries? Yeah, I'll do that when I land, if you remind me. Alright, let's go up here and reset the right gen. That looks good. And then the other thing too is I noticed on the upper overhead here you have a standby pitot heat, but I couldn't find a primary pitot heat. So is it safe to assume that the pitot heat is on by default, and this is just a standby? That's what I'm thinking. We'll do window heat now. I don't think we need prop heat, but we'll turn it on just to kind of test it a little bit, I guess. Alright, the other thing too that I don't understand, that maybe someone in layman's terms can tell me what the auto Corzan does. Because I'm supposed to turn the auto Corzan on, and then after engine start and everything, I'm going to reset the bleed valve, both right and left. And then I'm going to set flaps 1. Auto Corzan is auto feather. Well, that was easy enough. Thank you. Okay, now I get it. Feathering means bringing the propeller to a coarse blade pitch. Thank you. You put the update from the GTN, but now the GPU doesn't. The GPU doesn't start, or the GTN doesn't start. Make sure that you install it as administrator. Yeah, that's the other. That toy style just read my mind. That's the other thing. Down here on the checklist, I am going to turn the CTOT on, but I don't know what that means. Alright, flaps are set. Hydraulics, we're going to check those. It looks like they're good. Anti-skid is on. On the back of the pedestal is where we have the CTOT. We're going to turn that on. And then we don't have a squawk code yet. Let's file for clearance. How much fuel do we have going on here? We got a lot of fuel. I might put a little bit more in though. Total fuel weight. Yeah. Yeah, a little more fuel there. Now we'll connect to the. It's very risky for me to take this out on Pilot Edge because again I haven't. You shouldn't take a brand new plane out. You gotta take it out and test it and PE certify it. But I'm being bold today. All right, Skytramp says constant torque on takeoff. A budget auto throttle kind of deal. We're learning quite a bit. I seem to have difficulty flying a plane with anti-skid on. I know that I turn the anti-skid on the Citation sometimes, but I don't understand the anti-skid either. So if anyone wants to teach me on anti-skid, we're learning a lot. Okay, so again, constant torque on takeoff. So you would turn that CTOT off after the climb out, or would you wait till cruise to turn the CTOT off? That's what I like about streaming, is you guys teach me everything. All right, we've connected to Pilot Edge. We're going to file a flight plan now. Our code is SF34 slant Golf. We're going Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie to Kilo Sierra Golf Uniform. The route we're going to file today is the Zions 1 departure with the Enoch transition. And then the Pites, or Pete, is it Pete's or Pites waypoint? I don't know. We're going to file for 20,000, flight level 200. Ooh, true airspeed. I think I may need the true airspeed calculation for this. Why don't I fly Silver Airways? I don't know what Silver Airways is. Okay, here we go. More information. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit here. So, the CTOT is a fancy little system to meter fuel during takeoff and during an auto Corsin event. Turboprops can be finicky about setting takeoff power due to the torque bloom as the airplane accelerates. The CTOT, or constant torque on takeoff, lets us undershoot the torque setting with the power levers and let the torque motor add additional fuel to command and control a constant torque as set into the CTOT control panel. As an added bonus, the CTOT also has an APR, or automatic power reserve. That's good information. Thank you. I do appreciate that, Sledhead. Are you from Alaska by chance? Grau Adler says anti-skid is always on while operating the Citation. I know, but it's got a switch though, doesn't it? Anti-skid is the same as in your car. Rapidly applies and releases the wheel brakes to prevent a skid. Oh, so it's like almost like anti-lock brakes? Oh. You're following along with the Cold Dark startup? Oh, is there a is that like a PDF or something there, Puff? That'd be awesome. IRL pilot would advance throttle to within 10% of takeoff power, and the CTOT takes over and advances to takeoff power. Oh, Silver is the big regional operator of the Saab here in Florida. Ah, I wonder if there's a Silver livery available. You were in Alaska, you're living in Kentucky now. Gotcha. All right, let's tune to clearance. Salt Lake City clearance is on 127.3. Again, my true airspeed in this, I don't know. I'm going to put 250. And And then I'm going to come down to the GTN, and I'm going, you know what? We're in slow roll mode today, so I think I'm going to get my tablet going for the GTN. We're always in slow roll mode, though, aren't we? All right, we're just going to bring up the Lenovo Android tablet. I'm going to wait to switch frequencies until I get that tablet running. Crimson Ghost is Ramp Rat / A and P IRL and PC Pilot. Very nice. What's the A and P? I would move a lot quicker with an FO. Do you think they'll have shared a smart Copilot config for this? That would be pretty cool. Okay, just booting up. Oh crap. This is the Lenovo. Which one is this? I can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up now. Because we are in slow roll mode, I can do this. Okay, so Amazon. I ordered it from Amazon. It is the Lenovo Tab 4. Lenovo Tab 4. And I'm going to start up the Space Desk software. And then we're going to connect to my computer. Perfect. Now I'm going to come down here. I'm going to disconnect this by going Plugins, GTN1, Show Window. And then I'm going to... Wait, do I have to detach it from here? Yeah. Let's pop out window. So now the window is popped out. My display capture kind of goes weird for a little bit, but that's okay. And now I have the GTN on my tablet. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Now hopefully this will reset back to the game. Which it's not for the time being. There we go. Alright, so as you can see I got the GTN up there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll zoom in for your viewing pleasure, and I'm going to change the frequency to 1273. Oops, that didn't work. That's weird. Oh, that's nav. Never mind. Cancel that. COM. Sorry. Standby 12730. And then I'm going to switch that to the primary COM. Isn't that cool?
Albuquerque Tower, Twin Cessna 781 Bravo Tango, holding short runway 3, ready for departure.
Okay, we'll get a piece of paper going here.
Number 71 Bravo Tango, Albuquerque Tower, turn left heading 290 and 340.
I'm also going to use my
runway
stand
3
here.
For takeoff.
And my stand, the
left
tablet.
Heading 290, runway 3, clear for takeoff, 71 Bravo Tango.
The tablet just goes on the stand like this. Isn't that cool? I love that. Message, personal license. Okay. Let me get a piece of paper. Yeah, the Starman, the GTN is on the tablet. I do have a real Sim Gear GTN 750 panel coming. Actually, two of them, but they're in delay because they had a button issue, and they wanted to make sure that the units I received were of the highest quality. So we're actually going to be giving away a real Sim Gear GTN 750 panel on the channel, and I'll be reviewing one. Alright, we're going to St. George. Just going to go over to the Pilot Edge map and verify that we're all fiddle-filed. Fiddle-filed? Alright, let's call in.
Twin Cessna 1 Bravo Tango, contact departure.
Departure, we'll see you 71 Bravo Tango.
Let that guy check in.
And Epic 9 Kilo Julia Kilo Mike, contact Denver Center 118.57.
You tried SkyMax Pro 4.7 with the real connector FSGLW. You like that combination? Yeah, right now I'm doing Active Sky for X plane with the X-Vision add-on.
9 Kilo Julia Kilo Mike, Denver Center 118.57, 1857. Number 71 Bravo Tango, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12000, altimeter 3019er.
Salt Lake City clearance, SNAC Air 5721, IFR St. George.
Cessna 1 Bravo Tango is cleared direct to Wash, join Victor Victor 187, resume on navigation.
Do I ever fly P3DV4? Yes. I flew the A2A 182 the other day, and also I did a stream.
Sager 5721, Salt Lake City clearance on request. It will be full route, standby.
Full route.
9 Kilo Julia Kilo Mike, Denver Center, Roger. Descend pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Full route. Yeah, so we did a 777 stream P3D a couple weeks back.
Sager 5721, reason for the change is the Zion's departure procedure turbojet only. Cleared the St. George Airport, Fairfield Niner departure, Milford transition, direct Enoch, then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 5064.
Cleared to St. George Airport, Fairfield 9 departure, Milford transition, direct Enoch, then is filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. 128.1, squawk 5064. Can we expect 200?
Sager 5721, read back is correct and affirmative.
Thank you. All right, so that time I didn't get
That
it.
should be on the departure procedure as well. So if you don't hear that, it should be published on the departure.
Okay, thank you for that info. Appreciate that. All right, so back to the GTN immediately. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize the Zion's one was only for turbojet. That was my bad. All right, so let's go to squawk. Let's put in 50. Back it up. Back it up. Transponder code 5064. Enter. Oh, sorry, that did 5065. 5064. Enter. And then we're going to do flight plan. Actually, we won't add an waypoint. We'll actually do load procedure. And we'll do departure. Fairfield 9. We're on the west side of the airport, so we're going to assume that we get 16 right. Yeah. And then again, Milford transition. And then direct Enoch. So let's load that departure. Now we're going to scroll down. Hello, Maverick 323. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so after Milford, we're then going to do the Enoch transition. So we got to do backspace. Oops, it's doing R. Okay, so Enoch transition. That looks good. And then we'll add the waypoint, the final airport, Kilo. Oops. Sierra Golf Uniform. Enter. And because we're we need to have a squawk on, it should automatically switch over to altitude reporting once we take off. So keep that in mind. Okay. Dogo DR, how you doing? Without permission, hello. All right, so that's we've been sitting forever on the ramp, huh? All right, now let's tune over. Well, actually, we can go over to spot such and such here. So back to the checklist here. We'll go taxi light on. And it says prop max for taxi. Oh, crap. Accidentally went to off. That's okay. So that's be aware that if you have your throttles, if you move them with the mouse, and then you go to a taxi propeller setting, and you've used the mouse, but your hardware does not match it, it'll go to cutoff. So just keep that in mind. It won't be but a moment here to get that going here. Dogo DR, how you doing, sir? El Burgos, hello.
Niner Kilo Julia Kilo Mike, set a pilot discretion, maintain flight level 190.
Well, what I need to do is I just need to remember. I could prop the propeller.
1 Bravo Tango, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
I could have the axis up and then use the mouse to go back and forward, but yeah, easily fixed. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into, like, it says some people are saying max propeller for taxi, but I found it's a little bit uncontrollable. Let me reset the gens. There we go. Make sure that everything's still in here. Yep. Okay, cool. One thing I also want to do is I just want to review this departure for a moment. So, airports, KSLC.
This is 71 Bravo Tango Albuquerque, Center Roger, double eagle altimeter 3018.
IRL, they cycle the props twice while heading to the runway. Only cycle them one at a time, though. Ah. So one to max and then one off? Alright, sorry, I want to do search Salt Lake City. I want to go to the departure. I want to go to the Fairfield 9 departure. Okay, here's the Fairfield 9. It says climb on heading 160 or as assigned, maintain 10,000. So our top altitude, I'll set that now to 10,000. We'll see if plane command's working. Set altitude 10,000.
Altitude 10,000 feet.
That does work. Expect radar vectors to the Fairfield VOR, then on filed assigned transition. Expect clearance to filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. Okay, and the top transition altitude is 18,000. The top altitude is 10,000. Okay, fair enough. Cycle meaning feather then back up. Okay. Hey, Cajun Cacti. Yeah. This is a new one for us. Yep. How are you doing, sir? You out, Prozac? All right. Take care, man. All right. Release parking brake. Getting a little bit of a frame hit there. Gonna go max FPS. There we go. Ooh. That was close. On Pilot Edge, we kind of simulate ramp procedures, assuming that we're talking to like a ramp controller, ramp dispatch. I don't know how they do it in the real world, but we're going to go out here to spot something or other. The plane has a tendency to taxi a little bit on the fast side. And I'm not sure, like I say, they said to go max on the prop, but I almost feel like the prop should just come back a little bit so it's not biting as much air. But we've been told by the ramp control to go up to spot, I believe that's Whiskey 12. Is that Whiskey 12? Actually, we'll move over to spot 20. Actually, we can stay there. Whiskey 12. And then I'm going to come over here and change my frequency to Salt Lake City ATIS, which is 1, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5.
Salt Lake City International Airport. ATIS information golf. 1554 Zulu. Wind 170 at 13. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 6,000, 8,000 scattered. Ceiling 14,000 overcast. Temperature 11. Dew point 2. Altimeter 2978. Arriving and departing runways 14, 16 left, 16 right, 17. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance livery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
Okay.
Salt Lake
Golf.
City International Airport. 8.
Okay, we're going to switch. Now we're going to switch to a frequency 1, 2, 3, 775, and enter. And then actually we'll put in standby the tower on this side, which is 13265. And enter. Oops, that didn't. Okay. Yeah, this is Miss Short Final Design, Salt Lake City. Yep. You taxi with the props pulled back a touch, so you're not riding the brakes the entire time. Okay, so I just wanted to get kind of a verification that that was okay to taxi with the props back a bit. So thank you, Grau. Salt Lake City ground, Snack Air 5721, spot Whiskey 12 with Golf.
Sector 5721, Salt Lake City ground, thanks for golf, runway 16 right, taxi via Bravo.
16 right via Bravo, Snack Air 5721. Okay, so we're going to go straight out here, and then we'll make a right turn on Bravo. Bucky Official, how are you doing? So my question to all the Snack Air pilots out there in the chat room today, you can buy a Saab 340 for about 2.8, 2.9 mil, 3 mil. Let's call it 3 million. It's got a passenger capacity